Hi there. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to this website called Ancient Brain. It's a website for online coding. As you can see from the tagline, it says our goal is to become one of the most fun places in the world to code. So this is a site that you actually code on. You write code in the browser on this site. You run code in the browser on this site. You don't have to install anything. You can also see other people's code, as you can see here on the front page. And every time we reload the front page, we'll get a different selection of these creations that other people have made. So what are these creations? Are they videos or what are they? So let's click on one of them. So what this creation is a three-dimensional world. And how on earth has this appeared in my browser? I didn't install anything. It's not an app. It seems to be a web page if you have a look at the tab. And that's exactly what it is. All of these things are web pages. And we can go and look at other ones. Here's a much simpler one, which is just a bunch of spheres moving about the place. You'll notice a couple of things about this as a web page. First of all, it's just pure graphics. It's not your regular web page. Almost anything could appear here, from a computer game to a scientific simulation. You'll also notice that the camera seems to be moving around, and you might be able to see, but that's my hand. I'm moving that around with the mouse. So you can actually interact with these web pages, and you can interact also by touch. The whole site works on mobile. You can interact with keyboard and mouse. And in this case, what we're doing is we're dragging the camera around a three-dimensional world. So if you want to get an idea as to what's on the site, a good place to start is up here in the menu and going to Editor's Choice, this menu selection here. So when I go in Editor's Choice, this kind of gives you the most complicated, most interesting, most ambitious projects that are on the site. So they're all programs. They all do different things. They all run in the browser. You don't have to install. And here's an interesting thing about them, which is that you can see the source of all these programs. So how does it work? How do all these things run in the browser without us downloading any of these games or worlds or whatever we're going to call them? We haven't installed any app. We just came along to a website and started clicking things, and they're all running. So the key to how this all works is that all of these worlds, as they're called, are written in a language called JavaScript. And JavaScript is the universal language of the web. Every web browser is running JavaScript pretty much all the time. On 90% of the websites that you visit are sending JavaScript to your web browser, and it runs. So if we're able to code up a 3D world, a 2D world, or maybe a text-based world, we can see a text-based world on the screen here at the moment. If we can code those up in JavaScript, then they can all run in the browser with no install, no compatibility problems, and they're run on your mobile phone or on your tablet, and everything's good. So that's the aim of this site, is to allow distribution of your program to anybody who might want to see it. So once you code a program on the site, you can take it away and show it to people on the bus, on your mobile. They can look at it on their mobile. They don't need to install anything or sign up for anything. So the thing about all of these worlds is once they're on the site and they're written in JavaScript, there's something amazing we can do with them, which is we can actually go and look at the source code of all of these worlds. So we take this one here and we click on its name. Let's click on its name, it'll delay, and it says view JavaScript code. You see here? So view JavaScript code means we can actually see the code behind that world, which I'm not planning to explain at the moment. And you can do this for all of the creations on the site. You can just go to their page, view the JavaScript code.